Here we go. Let's talk about tonight so these girls can go to bed. Not to mention me.
When you take Lauren out of the lineup, obviously you're looking from early on at how your players are going to react. What did you see? Just
Well,
terms of that?
I've got depth. And what I'm trying to figure out is, do I start Queen? Is she better coming off the bench? So you give her a chance to start. What you have, the difference between Queen and DeGrate and Bickle, obviously size. Then you got athleticism with one, and then you got a great shooter with the other. So I've got to figure out where they need to be productive for us. I thought Queen did better coming off the bench in the second half. I thought in the first half she tried to do too much. She hadn't started in forever. I don't even know if you've ever started since you've been at Baylor. Okay, so you gotta understand, hang with her, it'll come, she'll relax. It's not because of lack of effort. And she ends up having, I guess that's probably a career high for her at Baylor, I don't know. Okay, and then you look at Cooper and, 10 assists and to no turnovers. That goes back to the Nia Johnson days. Nia could feed everybody the ball and leave out of here and have great assist to turnover ratio. And it was a good night. I thought we created a lot of turnovers. So it was productive for everybody.
On the defensive end, they scored 13 points in the first quarter, and they're the first team that scored double digits in the first quarter. So did it make it? They maybe take a minute to settle into what you guys wanted?
I think so. I think we had a few things that we didn't do good on the offensive end, and they created offense because of it. It's crazy that we're even talking about somebody scoring 13 points, and we're up how many in the first quarter. So, we got to make some adjustments here with Cox being out. And it's not like we don't have the talent. We just have to adjust to not having her on the floor and make sure that everybody does what they do best and go compete.
Kim, was the 5 for 5, was that just a plan from the beginning, or did that just?
It just fell like that.
Yeah.
It just fell like that.
I guess it makes it easier. You don't have to make decisions.
Right.
Just
Next
do
5
it.
go in,
Yeah.
and they all play a position where you don't have to make any decisions. Yeah.
Say 23 points in the first half for starters, but career high 10 assists. Just talk about that and no turnovers. What was that night like?
Well, that felt good. I mean, I'm at the point guard position again, so that was refreshing. But my teammates made it happen, so thanks to them.
So 23 points in the first half, and I don't even remember you taking hardly any shots in the second half. Was that just, were you feeling it more in the first half, or was it just going through you? Or
I think that's just how the game was going. That's just how it was flowing. I didn't really make anything happen. My teammates found me. I made shots, and second half I found them. They made shots. That's just how the game went.
So Coach didn't challenge you to get to 10 assists at halftime or anything like that?
No, actually, I put her back in. If you'll remember, she had 9. I didn't know if it's, and I tell my coaches, guys, if you know something is so close for a career high or a double or something, I can put them in for another 30 seconds. Let me know. And so they let me know. Juicy was so close to 10 rebounds, and I've challenged the guards with Cox being gone. Our guards have to rebound more. They have to really help us rebound. And so they let me know that, so I wanted to try to give her another minute to get that. And then Cooper, I think, had 9 assists, and then I said, you better get it quickly because I get nervous. I don't want you out there that long.
And we could save the day.
So it happened. Somebody made a shot, and she got to get out of the game. And I wasn't going to wait anymore for Juicy. She'd been in there long enough.
Queen, as Kim said, first career start. Were there nerves or anything at the beginning, and you did seem to do better off the bench in the second half?
I wouldn't say nerves. It was just I didn't seem as comfortable in the first half. I wasn't loose. In the second half, I was more loose, and I knew what to expect at the time, and I knew just run the floor and let the game come to you. I think in the first half, I was just overthinking and trying, like Coach said, trying too hard. So.
Was there any thought of, oh my gosh, I'm replacing Lauren Cox, or was that even in your mind?
No, I wouldn't say replacing because Lauren's her own person. I look up to her a lot, and she knows that, and Lauren is a really good leader. I just try to do things that they need me to do, which is rebound, run the floor, take smart shots, things like that.
Taya, early in the first quarter, I think you guys have gone a minute and a half without scoring, and then it kind of seemed like you were like, enough of this, and you hit that shot from the right wing. Obviously, it wasn't a panic deal, but did you guys just need to see one go in at that point?
I mean, yeah, we did need to see one go in, but it's never planned. It kind of just happened that way. And Liz found me. I think that was her who passed the ball, and I knocked down the shot. But yeah, it was never planned. It's just we, don't ever give up.
Kim, does Erin, shouldn't use surprise, but I mean, she just continues to play really well.
Well, two things. One, college experience. This kid's a graduate transfer. She's got many games under her belt. Secondly, she's surrounded by great talent. And you cannot emphasize enough. I tell these kids, you're as good as the people around you. You can't go play this game by yourself and be successful. And she's got players around her that get her the ball and make it easy for her. She is comfortable with her surroundings, and she has got, blessed with the size. She's got size in there.
Are you seeing what you need to out of Jordan?
Yeah, the hard part for me with Jordan is really she's playing out of position. I'm using her as a point guard, and really she's a wing player. But it's okay. She can handle that point, and she and Dee Dee could help Coop out there. So as many minutes as I can get her with the ball in her hands, I think it'll make her a better player.
Yeah, I had 5-1.
You'll take 5 and 1, 5 assists, 1 turnover.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you got 29 assists to 12 turnovers right there, and, you want 2-1, and, she'll make freshman mistakes, and we'll pick on her and laugh at her. She hit underneath the backboard a couple times, one on a pass and one on a shot, and, you kind of go down there and you say, is that because you're a freshman? And she just smiles at you, but she really has great basketball knowledge and instinct, and I think sometimes she thinks she ought to be perfect and make every shot. Well, it just doesn't work like that.
With Lauren, is it something that, I guess, a stress reaction was maybe caught
By
before it
accident.
became something
Yeah,
worse?
it was by accident, and actually I was the one that sent her. I said, Alex, I said, she's just kind of limping and walking funny that just for a split second, and I just catch everything. Ask Queen, I catch it all. And I said, Alex, he goes, I didn't see it. So, of course, Cox said, I'm all right. And the next day, nothing. She just doing great. She was doing great that day. I said, you know what? She has tendonitis, and she's had some surgeries to, take care of the tendonitis her freshman year. So I didn't know if it was that. And I said, just take her and have them X-ray and MRI that foot. The X-ray was negative. The MRI just showed a hot spot. It didn't show any fracture. It didn't show anything. And I've had a stress fracture in my foot. That's usually overuse. I don't do that to kids. Lauren stayed on a bike all summer because of the knee, so she did not use her feet, and we haven't gone hard. I mean, I try to let them know. No, we really haven't compared to what. Now, the hours we're on the floor, but I mean, I have to keep them. I got to keep this bunch healthy. So my concern is where in the world did this hot spot come from? Well, we think it may be orthotics she was wearing. We don't know. But it's not like, oh, my God, something happened in practice. Oh, my God, she went down screen. It wasn't anything like that at all. So hopefully it's just something an MRI caught, and we'll just rest her as long as we can rest her. Because at the end of the day, non-conference means nothing. We're shooting for a conference championship. We're shooting for NCAA, tournament play.
So are you hoping a couple of weeks or conference play?
I don't know.
No?
How do you gauge that? I think they go back and do an MRI. Do you do it weekly? Do you do it every 2 weeks? I don't know. Symptoms, but see, she had no symptoms. So I guess if you're not symptomatic, I guess, she starts getting antsy and wants to play, they'll take her and look at an MRI and see if, it's looking better. I don't know. But it's nothing major. It's not a fracture. It's not she was something every day coming. She was just something I picked up on, and being the conservative coach I am, if I see anything now, I'm going to be real conservative and rest you.
When did she go, or do you remember, for the MRI?
So Wednesday?
2 days ago. I think.
Wednesday,
Yeah.
yeah, Monday, I think she did, Tuesday. You're
Tuesday.
right, Queen, it was Tuesday. So,